A father and his adult son are accused of killing their neighbor in a dispute over trash. Police in Abilene, Texas say 67-year-old John Miller and his 31-year-old son Michael were arrested in connection with the death of 37-year-old Aaron Howard.
What's good, YouTube? Welcome to Visible Truth Media, and I am your host, 30 God. And today we have an episode about a video that actually went viral not too long ago. Johnny Miller and Michael Miller. These are the two right here. These two were arrested back in 2018 in Abilene, Texas for murder. They killed a man in the alley over an argument about a mattress. Today's episode is about the update about them. The father was found guilty and sentenced to 14 years, and the son was actually found not guilty. Even though I'm not agreeing with what happened on this case, it should have been a longer sentence, and both of them should have been found guilty. But we're gonna jump straight into the details. But before we do, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell because it keeps you up to date when we upload new videos. Man, I appreciate you. A Texas father was sentenced on Friday to 14 years in prison in the 2018 shooting death of his neighbor during a dispute over a mattress in Abilene, Texas. Jurors in the Taylor County reached a decision against the 72-year-old Johnny Miller of Abilene just a day after the jury convicted him of murder in the case. Johnny refused an offer of 25 years and received a considerably less from a jury, said Justin Sparks of Fort Worth on Friday after the sentencing. Sparks, his father Ken Sparks, and Graham Norris, all of Fort Worth, were the defense attorneys for the Millers. The same jury found Johnny Miller's son, Michael Miller, not guilty of murder Thursday in the shooting. "We were overjoyed at the result in Michael Miller's case, since he was offered 25 years in prison and ended up with a unanimous verdict of not guilty," Justin Sparks said Friday afternoon. Johnny Miller was convicted in the fatal 2018 shooting of Aaron Howard in September 2018. A combined trial for the father and son was held this week in the 350 District Court in Abilene. The shooting was captured on a 2-minute cell phone video which was released in the case. The Millers were charged with the murder in the shooting of Howard, 37, on September 1st, 2018, in an alley behind their homes in the 4300th block of Don Hahn Street in South Abilene. Abilene is about 150 miles west of Fort Worth. KTAB TV reported that according to testimony during the week's trial, the father and son argued back and forth with Howard, and Howard's friend handed him a baseball bat. Johnny Miller first shot Howard in the forearm, and Howard threw the bat. Johnny then shot Howard twice more, and Michael Miller shot him in the back of the head, according to the video shown in court. During closing arguments Thursday afternoon, KTAB TV reported the defense asked the jury to walk in the Miller's shoes. A defense attorney showed Howard's bat to the jurors, reminding them that Howard was 6 feet 7 inches tall and known to have an explosive temper. Prosecution showed the jurors the Miller's pistol and shotgun, reminding them that firearms are deadly weapons, and said Howard was standing about 6 feet away when the Millers shot him. With the Stern Telegram attorney, Justin Sparks said his clients would be ready to face the jury in Taylor County. "We had justified the use of force in defense," Sparks said in a May 2019 telephone interview. "Texas is a stand your ground state. You do not have a legal duty to retreat when you are threatened." Howard's common law wife, Kara Box, witnessed the shooting and disagreed with the self-defense claim in a May 2019 interview with the Star Telegram. "It wasn't self-defense. You can't provoke someone and call it self-defense." The case drew national attention after Box released a 2-minute video showing the confrontation in the shooting. She took the video with her cell phone and she stood by Howard. Box told the Star Telegram that the couple had moved to that Abilene home in April 2018, but they had never talked to the Millers until the morning of September 1st, 2018. The Millers were their next door neighbors. "We had thrown out a twin mattress in a dumpster in our alley a few days before the shooting," Box said. "You have to have the mattress in the dumpster or they will not haul it away." The next morning, Box and Howard were in their backyard when they saw the mattress on their property. Howard tossed it back into the dumpster. Box said that's when Johnny Miller came to the alley and pulled the mattress out of the dumpster and tossed it back onto Howard's property. Howard told Miller to put it back into the dumpster. Miller cursed at Howard and told him he wasn't going to do that, Box said. That's when Johnny Miller pulled a pistol out of his shorts. Box noted that Howard's nieces and nephews had been with them in the back of the yard. "Aaron goes into Papa Bear mode," Box said. "A man has pulled out a gun on his wife, his brother, his nieces, and his nephews." A tense conversation ensues between Howard, who is not armed, and Johnny and Michael Miller, who arrives on the scene armed with a shotgun, the video shows. Howard threatens to kill the Millers, and the Millers repeatedly cursed at Howard in the video. As tempers flare, Box steps in between her husband and Johnny Miller. Howard's friend had handed him a baseball bat by this time, but he never swung it, his wife said. "If you come in within 3 feet of me, I'm going to kill you," Johnny Miller tells Howard. Seconds later, Gunshots are heard. The video shows Michael Miller firing a shotgun after the first shots are fired. Bark starts screaming, "No, no, no, Aaron." After her husband is shot in the chest and head, "I ran to Aaron and for a second I thought he was going to be okay, but he didn't make it," Bach said. Bach said Johnny Miller walked up to her and put the handgun to her head, yelling at her to get on the ground. She said Michael Miller went over to Aaron's friend, placed the shotgun to his head, and ordered him to get on the ground. Abilene police arrived a few minutes later. So what do y'all think? I mean, I could really, to be honest with you, I could care less about this one, but don't get me wrong, the reason why I don't care about this one because this whole thing is just senseless. But my question to y'all would be, okay, the father was found guilty and he was sentenced to 14 years, so he can claim self-defense, and Texas is a stand your ground state, but how are you found guilty and only sentenced to 14 years? Is it because of his age? I mean, I think he's 75, so 14 years, he probably wouldn't make it to his whole term anyway, but you never serve your whole term, especially if you got good behavior. How was he only sentenced to 14 years? That's just confusing to me. And then the son, it's known that he shot this man in the back of the head, so how was he found not guilty? Like, how do you determine, like, if anything, he should have been found guilty in the father, you know what I'm saying? Like, you shot somebody in the head with a shotgun. If you pull your weapons out, you threatening somebody, you can't really claim self-defense, especially if you're threatening to kill them over a mattress, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. I guess this shows, the animalistic nature of people when you in Texas, deep in Texas, wherever they are, you know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know how y'all feel about the son being found not guilty. Like, he just able to walk. I don't know how I feel about that one, man, but make sure y'all put in the comments on how y'all feel, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date when we upload new releases, man. I really appreciate y'all, man. Peace. Oh, you're still here? Well, since you're still here, I want to give you guys a special thanks for supporting the channel and to let you know that we appreciate you, because without you, we wouldn't have made it this far. I also want to remind you to like, comment, and subscribe. And when you subscribe, hit that notification bell because it really helps us stay within the algorithm for YouTube. And don't forget to check out our Instagram page. Our Instagram page is used for when story updates come and we don't have to make a long video about it. You can just stay up to date on certain stories. From there, you can stay up to date on what we do and news that we cover and posts that we make. If you like the hoodies that I'm wearing, you can go to our website and purchase them. We got all sizes, up to 3XL, and we got plenty of colors for females and males. If you have a story that you want us to cover, go ahead and email us at visibletruthmedia@gmail.com, or you can DM us on Instagram and we'll jump right on it. It's time to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. Peace.